What's up, guys? How you doing? This is your girl, Shelly Bless. Yeah, I'm in the library park, making my way to go inside for the Zane event. An author signing and listening. I've never been here before and look like everybody early because it starts at 11 and this is what, 10:53 now. People are out here. I left my book. I left. Why I got I left my book. How many days for time? I buy my book. I bought my new book yesterday at this store, Paperback Ink. Yeah, somebody tell me about cheap books. These are some used books and stuff. Listen, no shame in my game. I love books, but I don't wanna spend no whole of money for a book. Make her take it and put it down when I'm done. I have to, where I got it now? I don't know. When we can afford it. So my first time knowing about thrift books was my daughter gave me this book that I wanted to read. Our grandmother didn't tell me about the book, you know. She gave me it for Christmas and I said, where you get book? Where you get money from? Where you waste your money? I don't want you waste your money. She said, but don't worry about it. I got it on thrift books. I said, what? She said, yeah, I got it on thrift books. I said, what is that? They have a website. Y'all have Goodwill books stuff online. My daughters. Here's the hard part. I don't think I've ever read a book before, but I think some are sure them come from BT. I'm not sure. I don't want to lie. But yeah.
You're going to see Zane. It's already a line for me.
Oh Lord. Alright. A long line to them. I don't know. I'll go. But I just want to experience. Alright, later.
To other voices when it comes to television and film. The film based on her book, Addicted, was #1 on the opening weekend when it was theatrically released by Lionsgate in 2014. She had a successful series on Cinemax, and she also has a podcast. Originally from Washington, D.C. area, she relocated to Atlanta 10 years ago to take advantage of the Hollywood of the South. Please join me in welcoming Zane. I often describe myself as a horse with blinders on. Not because I don't see what others are doing, but because I don't compare myself to them. I'm running my race. I'm focused, determined, and most of all, I'm free. I don't see my peers as competition. I see them as fellow visionaries, intellectuals, and trailblazers, each one carving their own path, lighting their own flame, doing work that matters in their own way. There's space for all of us, and when one of us wins, we all move forward. And I want to add that, among other things I do, I'm also a literary agent, and practicing what I preach, I currently represent both Terry Woods and Juanita Clark. I'm not a crab in the barrel type of person. I believe, and I actually just did a, believe it or not, for all her backlist and 2 new books, I just did a 22-book deal for Terry Woods with HarperCollins. So she's currently writing True to the Game 4 and Alibi 3, and we're re-releasing all of her previous titles. So I just wanted to say that it doesn't hurt to help, other people. For more than 15 years, I had the honor of running 5 imprints at Simon & Schuster. During that time, I had the incredible opportunity to publish over 900 books by more than 120 authors, some of who became New York Times bestsellers. It was a privilege not only to help tell those stories, but to amplify them, to shepherd them into the world, and to watch them impact lives. And not only have I published celebrities like Judge Mathis and Marion Barry and Ray J and Keith Sweat, I really believe in finding new voices, including Allison Hobbs, who is my biggest protege. I think I published 37 books by Allison Hobbs alone. So I believe in, if I believe someone is talented, I'm going to try my best to help them. Every single book was a piece of someone's soul, and I never took that responsibility lightly. It wasn't merely about numbers or charts, it was about voices, about helping others be heard, about creating space for stories that need to be told. And I didn't get there alone. I have been blessed with extraordinary talent needed and potentially transformative. Whenever I walk into a library, I feel like I'm entering sacred ground. Not simply because it's quiet, though that's nice too, but because libraries are homes for the stories that shaped us, challenged us, delighted us, and yes, sometimes even saved us. This morning I want to talk not just about how we write, but why we write, why it still matters, why it always will. Let's begin with the beginning, the writing itself. People often ask me, when did you become a writer? And my answer is always this: the moment I started paying attention. Because that's what writing really is seeing, not skimming, not scrolling, not truly seeing, but truly seeing the world around you. Listening closely, noticing the quiet things, like how a child clings to a parent's coat, or how a goodbye lingers in the air. Writers are observers, reflectors, translators of the world's small and sacred moments. You don't need a fancy desk or a degree. You need curiosity, honesty, and a deep commitment to showing up, even on the days when the words won't come.
Across the water like we do in Decatur.
Yeah.
So, okay. It makes sense.
All the way there. Hi guys, so I just finished my first book signing. Well, I'm acting as a... This was my first book signing event that I attended. Making it clear, I didn't have a poster book signing. And all in all, was a good experience. I think I told you guys already, I have never read her books, but I know I have seen shows either on All Black Channel or on BET, because she's a black author. Authors. Just made that word up. But anyway, it was a nice experience. You know, it was held at the library, local library that I go to sometimes to get my books, and we get a paper to sign up. And like, how did you find out about this book signing event? What other authors you'd like to see coming to the library? And then that's it. They give you the pen, the library swag items. They have the pen and their bag. I'm not sure the bag. Big old bag. You can just store with, get your goods, your goodies. And there's a farmer's market done already. Farmer's market when I was coming into the library on the other side, just over the church. Yes, so you had the seating section where the author comes in and she was telling us about, she dropped some gems on us, you know, how we together as women and you know, don't take nothing from the foolishness from anyone and stuff like that, and how she began and where our journey started as our parents, siblings, whatever, all of that. And then there were question and answers, and people were, you know, she was giving them, so some were aspiring authors, some were already authors, one, you know, she tell them where to go. So she can connect with them and do some training and stuff like that. Encourage people, you know, go to school, get your writing, you know, classes and all that stuff. She was literally telling a breakdown of how she go about writing, drafting her characters and all that stuff and what she do. Yes, and so I like that. Then after that was done, there was one lady who was saying, you know, she's an older lady, you know, she didn't get to do what she wanted to do as a theater person. She wrote, and they, as a Jamaican, even though she's born and raised in England, you know, people telling her, oh, you're not Jamaican because you weren't born in Jamaica. She have a big British accent, and even though she has been here for years, and how she writes her plays, and like they want to turn it into a whole different thing, like white, that's an occasion, you know, turn it into something else other than when she wants to write Caribbean stuff. And she was there, she's new and she don't have a friends and all that stuff. She rejected it and all that stuff. So after it was finished, I reached out to her, all the people reached out to her, give her money and all that stuff. And turns out that she wants to do plays and stuff. She's also an artist. She's showing me her artwork and stuff. They're nice. So yeah, our story is powerful too. And they also had refreshments like sandwiches, fruits, and water if you wanted. And yeah, I stood in line and waited that long line. This thing started from 11. Just finished, get my book signed and stuff. Me I break, because I was hungry. I asked somebody to keep the space for me. We're gonna eat and then come back. Still in the line. Oh gosh. Yeah. That was my first. Maybe first of many, who knows. If they have any of my authors that I want to see, I'll be there. Alright, take care, walk good.